Welcome to Beanie in the Kitchen. Today, you'll probably find at the end of the season, you'll have lots of tomatoes left over. So today we're going to make tomato ketchup. Very simple, much better than the supermarkets. So this is what you're going to need for this. So you're going to need 6 pounds of tomatoes. You're going to need half a cup of apple vinegar. You're going to need 2 teaspoons of yellow mustard. You're going to need half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of garlic, and 4 tablespoons of sugar, and then 1 teaspoon of Leon Perry's. Okay. For the first job is to chop all your tomatoes and put them into a big pan. So give me a couple of minutes and I'll be back. Okay, so all the tomatoes are now all chopped up. So you can add all the other ingredients. So that's your apple vinegar, your pepper, your salt, your garlic, your sugar, and your mustard. So 2 teaspoons roughly. You can use English mustard, but we didn't have it. So this will have to do. It's a bit milder. And your fantastic Worcester sauce. Lovely on cheese. So put Worcester sauce in there. Okay. So it needs to be put onto a medium heat. Keep stirring it until all the tomatoes are broken down, and see you in a minute. Well, in about 40 minutes. Okay, so now you can see the tomatoes are bubbling. Turn down the temperature and keep stirring and mushing at the same time. This will take about 30 minutes, so you don't have to wait over it. Just come back to it and just keep stirring. Longer it cooks, the better flavour it is, and more condensed it'll be because the liquid will cook away, evaporate, should I say. So now, as you can see, it's all getting a bit mashed up now. So all it needs to be doing now is cooking out and reducing down to make it thicker and thicker, and hopefully some really fresh tomato ketchup without any preservatives, and much better for you than the supermarket ones. So I'll keep reducing this and I'll see you in a minute. So now you can see it's all mushed down to a nice blend. So you put it through the blender and then put it through the sieve to get rid of any seeds and bits of skin that are left, and then put it back on the stove for about 20 minutes simmering, and it will thicken up lovely. And then you put it into glass jars. It will last up to 3 weeks if you seal it, and that is it for the tomato ketchup. When this is cooled down, I will blend it and I will show you the next stages. So now the tomato ketchup has cooled down a bit, you can now put it in a blender. and give it a quick blast in the blender. Tip it into a sieve over another pan. Using the back of a wooden spoon, you can see that, just pass it through the sieve. Or chinois if you've got one. So do that for the whole pot. So it looks something like that. And then put back on a simmer and heat for another 20-30 minutes. It'll thicken up, and there's your tomato ketchup. And I will show you the finished when I finish liquidising it. Okay, the last bit going through. While I was doing this, I realised I found a new hack to get rid of it quicker than just using a wooden spoon. If you use the ladle and just swish it around, look how quick that goes down, look. And see, that's what happens after it's been liquidised. You're left with just the seeds. So we don't want that. And then put that back on the boil or simmer for about 30 minutes and it will thicken up, and then we put it back into jars. Okay, so after 40 minutes, it is now smooth and thicker. And the last job is to put them into jars. Remember to heat up the jars because well, they don't break. It's best to put it in glass because of the acid in the tomatoes. So that's all you need to do. And that's it. Lid on. Homemade ketchup. Thank you for watching.